Hello there, I'm Linda from yogamums.net. I wanted to explain about the Ujjayi breath in yoga, which I call the ocean-like breathing. It's a way to help the diaphragm to really work quite hard to pull the breath into you. And it helps to slow and stretch your breath. So it's a wonderful way to send oxygen around the body. It's a wonderful way to calm the mind. It gives the mind something to focus in on. And it helps the body to open and relax in your muscles. So first of all, you need to be able to stand or sit tall. So making sure that the head is sitting perfectly on top of the neck. It's just balanced there well. The shoulders are dropping down your back. And you're lengthened up and out of your waist. So you've got space through the front of the body to breathe. You're not collapsed and tight here through these pectoral muscles. So stacking the body. Now imagine that you've got a mirror in front of you, and just imagine that you're misting up the mirror with your breath. So you're going and then you want to gently close your mouth, but keep that slight constriction on the back of your throat and breathe in and out of your nostrils. So it sounds a little bit like this. A little bit like the ocean, or kind of like a soft Darth Vader. So we want to breathe slowly, stretch the breath. As you get the diaphragm working, it's almost like you are pulling air into an accordion or pulling bellows. As the diaphragm drops down, it pulls the breath into your lungs. And you want to send the breath not just downwards so your tummy comes out, but underneath your armpits. So we have the intercostal muscles between the ribs, and it's like you're trying to push the breath into those muscles as if you're a fish and you're breathing into your gills. So the breath comes down and then it comes out underneath the armpits, and then it lifts to the top of the chest, last of all to these clavicles. And as you exhale and the breath is pushed out of the body as the diaphragm lifts upwards, you want to feel the base of the rib cage, these ribs down here, the floating ribs, slightly drawing in so that the breath can kind of pour out of you. So it's like you're pouring water into a jug, a big round jug. And as the breath comes into the bottom of the lungs, it spreads out and then it comes up. And as you're breathing out again, you're just letting that breath squeeze out from the base of the rib cage, and it just pours out of you. So slight constriction on the back of the throat, the chin is drawn in, the head is perfectly balanced on top of your neck, and your jaw is released, it's very soft, the tongue is soft in your mouth as you breathe in and out of the nostrils. Now ideally, you're going to slow the breath down to about 5 beats in and 5 beats out, and over time stretching it even more to 6 to 8 beats out, 6 to 8 beats in, emphasizing the exhalation a little bit more. That'll help you come into the parasympathetic nervous system, that kind of rest and digest, calm state of mind, opening and relaxing the muscles. As you slow the breath down, the diaphragm works harder and you really get that nice sound to the breath. You feel your lungs starting to really work. And we've got these endorphin receptors at the bottom of our lungs. You want to feel like you're almost scraping the breath into your lungs, finding those endorphin receptors at the bottom and out to the sides of your lungs. Fantastic. So we want to get away from this upper chest breathing. When we breathe up here in a very shallow breath, the shoulders eventually start to lift up as well in order to get more space in the lungs. And this, of course, creates more congestion and tension around the neck and the shoulders. So shoulders down, really using the bottom of the lungs out to the side and then up to the top. Lovely Ujjayi breath, sounds like the ocean or a soft Darth Vader. And it's a wonderful way to just calm, ground, release and relax. So I hope you can have a little practice with that and enjoy using the Ujjayi breathing.